you always hear, don't release balloons into the environment. They're bad, right? There's obvious reason is plastic then just floats into the atmosphere and after a few days lands somewhere and now there's plastic trash. The other one,
Right.
by the way, mylar balloons will float up into power lines and they're mylar. They're a metallic structure. So they will, if they connect to power lines, kaboom. So yeah, you shouldn't be
Jesus.
releasing mylar balloons either.
People are so dumb, humans.
So dumb. The learning moment, don't release balloons into the atmosphere because here's what happens. You let a balloon go. After a few days, it comes down, it deflates. And then a deflated balloon, Kyle, pull this up, floating in the ocean, looks just like a jellyfish. A trash bag, a balloon,
wow.
whatever, it looks just like a jellyfish.
Oh,
Well, what
yeah,
do
with
sea
the
turtles eat?
tentacles.
Yeah, look at it. What do sea turtles eat? They eat jellyfish. So along comes literally any sea turtle that sees these balloons and chews on them. And the second that goes down into their throat, they're done. They they suffocate. It constricts their organs. And yeah,
Horrible.
balloons are like the number one problem for sea turtles.
Wow.
It's insane how often people do it, though. Like,
Yeah. Say that again?
People do it all the time.
The balloon release.
Oh, I know. It's insane.
Yeah, dude, I was playing tennis with an ex. We were playing tennis out in Marina Del Rey, and there's this like apartment building, like maybe, I don't know, 500 yards away. And I see this mom and her kid, and they've got a thing of balloons, and they're just releasing balloons. And so I started going, hey, hey. And my ex is like, what are you doing? Like, it's like scaring people. And I'm like, hey. And I'm like waving my arms, and I can't get him to look at me. So I just rifled a ball. It didn't even make it, halfway. And she was like, you're nuts. Like, I'm leaving. I just watched him release 10 balloons. I'm like, what are you doing? I don't understand how people don't know this. It goes up. It doesn't go to space.
Right.
So
Dude,
Disneyland used to do this every year. Did they
really?
do like a million balloon launch?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I had
Dude,
no
that
idea.
was 1980, like mid 80s, late 80s.
That's
It's
insane.
wild, man. They should make it honest. It's just as bad as throwing a bag
probably
of trash
is illegal.
out
Kyle,
of the car.
look it up. Is it illegal? It should be illegal.
Is releasing a balloon illegal?
This is a movement I could get behind, honestly, if we start pushing this on the pod. I'm not even kidding. I think it's like I've always hated balloons. I hate them. I despise balloons. They're so like obnoxious. You put them in the car, you can't see anything. They cause accidents on the reg.
It's illegal to release a Mylar balloon in California, but not a rubber balloon.
It should be. But isn't littering illegal?
Yes.
Like
that's weird
right,
that it's not considered littering.
So how does that work?
Humans are dumb.
Dude,
Humans
how
are
fun
dumb.
would it be to be the first cop who's deputized just to nail people for balloons?
You're
It would be
like
such
a
a
balloon,
treat.
the balloon cop.
We were boating to the islands once to go fishing, and I was like, "What is that?" And it was just like this weird giant thing. And anyway, we pulled up. It was an entire graduation arch of balloons. Like they were all still together, thankfully, but it was 700 plus balloons in an arch that had been released and was floating out in the ocean. Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. It's just, here's the problem. I mean, it's one of the biggest problems with the human brain. There's no forethought into anything. Listen, I'm guilty of it too in many instances, but it's like you think, oh, I'm going to release it into the air. You don't think like it's essentially just throwing trash out of your car window just because you don't see it happen in real time.
Right. Well, because
Pretty
you
dumb.
don't feel like you're littering, it's okay.
Right.
It's like,
exactly.
one thing is like I'm throwing a plastic Coke bottle out of my car window. The other is like, I love you, balloon. Go free. It's like, it's the same fucking thing. You've just done the same thing. You're just a bad, dumb person for doing either one.
The balloon is even worse now that I know about the turtle thing, dude. That's horrific. Like, what
Straight
a horrible
up.
way to die, too.
Right?
God.
I know.
Fuck.
Yeah, choking on a balloon.